if you need advice. I just got freaking flown off an airship. What do you mean? I need counseling. Alright, so first things first, pick up these plants. You see these plants? Pick them up. On the keyboard, you press E. On console, I have no idea. But it'll tell you if you're close to it, so it shouldn't be the craziest thing in the world. Now, these little minion dudes, they're cute and innocent, but you'll see how they can become annoying later on. You'll understand, trust me. But the nice thing is, in this part of the game, the very beginning, you can kill them to get meter for your sword to pop overdrive, which does a pretty good chunk of damage. It's pretty nice. It gives you slicers that, you know, hit parts throughout the behemoth. It's like an AoE attack, like right now. Boom, overdrive. Hashtag damage. And for this fight, the one thing I want to say is do your best to not die, which is kind of, awful advice. But outside of that, try and break the parts as well as you can. Like, try and break as many parts as you can, which is the best way to do that is to hit parts you haven't already broken. So try and remember what parts you've broken, and then try not to hit those parts and hit the ones you haven't broken yet. That's like the best advice I can give on this beginning fight, because when you kill him and you break a lot of parts, you're going to use those parts to make gear. So being very efficient in the beginning phase right here is very helpful right after you kill it. Also, this mastery stuff is for important stuff later on in the game, and you won't be level 6 like I am. This account was reset, and mastery doesn't get reset, which is kind of a monk of S. So to fix that, I actually made a new account. We'll be taking video from that after this hunt. I just wanted to get a flawless Rage Tail Gnasher just to, show that I'm pretty cool. But you kill it, and its aether, I believe, is evaporating. Or something like that. It's kind of, I don't know the lore. I should probably read it. Yeah, see, boom, aether. I know stuff. I'm a Dauntless partner. I know stuff, man. Alright, we flare. And we get picked up by the airship soon. Yeah, and then we piece back to Ramsgate.
Off you go then, and keep that chin up. You'll be a full-fledged slayer in no time.
Alright, so we survived the island, and now it's time to pick up our quests and turn in quests. So quest turn-ins and pickups are indicated by a question mark for quest turn-ins and exclamation mark for quest pickups. And our first quest is actually done, which gives us all the recruit weapons except for repeaters. So if you want to equip, the other weapons, press L and then equip them. And past that, just pick up all your quests, because you'll have a couple to pick up in the beginning. This guy can't give us anything yet. Later on, he will give us really important stuff that we can craft that is very helpful. But this is the Hunt Pass man. This is Gregario Flint, which the Hunt Pass is mostly used for cosmetics. But if you don't want to pay any money, then you do get really cool and nice things such as cores, which they are only bronze cores, but it is still very helpful, because if you get good RNG on what you roll for the core, you get really good cells, which you'll see here in a little bit. But past that, run in to talk to Wills, who is for crafting weapons. Sad part is we can't craft weapons yet because I didn't do the required part yet. We're not to that part. But this Whammons can help us out. Moira can help us out real quick with making gear. So first things first, you have to actually craft the Rage Tail headpiece before doing anything else. Craft it, and the next thing you want to craft is going to be your feet, which I wasn't sure what to craft yet because I had to make sure that I wasn't going to waste parts crafting the gloves, which what I did instead was craft the hammer, because the hammer takes pieces that the glove takes as well. So I craft the hammer instead because I want to use the hammer to kill Emberman, which is my next quest. So there's like a thought process behind this. And after crafting the hammer, I was like, oh, I can craft the feet. So that happened, and then Bob Durante, I got it all figured out. Don't worry. I did this for y'all, okay? We figured it out. And now we're safe to craft the feet because we're no longer scared of wasting materials, or I'm no longer scared. So craft the feet, and now to equip gear, all you do is press L, and then click on the slot you want to change. And if you can change it, you'll see a gear piece to swap it out for, and then boom, you can do that. Unlock some mastery stuff, walk over to the core breaker to break open some cores to get some cells. These are the bronze cores I was talking about, and we have Overpower and Adrenaline, which Overpower is a very good sell. You get more damage versus Staggered Behemoths, which Staggering Behemoths happens pretty often when you break apart, when you interrupt it, when you stagger it with stagger damage. And to put Overpower in your gear, all you have to do is click on the piece of gear or weapon you want to put it into, and then click on the slot, which is a power slot, and then click on Overpower or whatever slot you want to slot in. Now it's time to kill Lesser Embermane. To do that, click on M, and then click on Pursuit, then Blaze Behemoths, click on Lesser Embermane, and if you want to do a public hunt, click Start Hunt. If you want to do private, click Private Hunt. And you'll be on the island after a loading screen. Once you're there, pick up these mushrooms, which are Wrathwort. Very useful for damage potions to help you kill behemoths faster if you need help killing them faster, or to kill them in general. And you got some dash leaf up on the hill that you can use to use potions as well, or to make potions. And the first behemoth we'll be fighting will be Embermane, like I said. Embermane has the first interruptible attack, which is a running attack. To interrupt it, you can use the hammer like I am, and I use a standing still double right click. I press it really fast, and you'll see the interrupt happening whenever it has marks on its face, which are like little claw marks. So you can just double right click when it happens, boom, interrupt it, and go ham with the hammer, which is currently busted. It is doing way more damage than it should. It'll probably get nerfed here soon, but even when it is nerfed, I'll probably still use it on these kind of fights, especially in the beginning, because the hammer is very easy to interrupt behemoths like this and to take no damage when you're doing it. Because the big thing right now is to not die, because not dying gives you more loot. So we're Aether Slamming it, and it's dead. Yeah. So you'll see my little end screen right here, which I get extra loot for not dying right about now. So some good advice is don't die and you get more loot. Okay, now we're back in Ramsgate, and it's time to talk to Wills and turn in our quest. And after we do that, we'll be making the Embermane sword. So I strongly suggest making the sword, especially this sword. You can make the chain blades if you want to, but the sword's just a better pick because it does more damage than chain blades in the current state. But the reason why I want you to make this is because you get a unique equip that gives you 250% extra part damage on your 7th hit. And in the beginning, it's all about getting part breaks. Very helpful. So that's my suggestion. Anyway, go over and talk to Moira again, and we'll be making the feat, which you can upgrade the feat if you want to, and you don't have to do all this stuff. You can make whatever gear you want to. These are just my suggestions. And some of y'all might actually want to farm out your gear a bit more than I am to get more defense and more damage, because I'm just going through the game. I'm just, chugging along. We're just going as fast as we pretty much can. But we're going to go ahead and talk to Kat, get the quest from her. And we got a lot of quests actually, which the quest she just gave us has a lot of different parts. And you'll kind of see what happens after that. But this is the middleman, by the way. If you want to know more about him, I have a video up that will pretty much explain how he works. But the main thing here, get his quest and then put in his cell to your gear. Even if you already have cells in your gear, just do it again, because that's how you complete his quest. And I'll be dusting cells that I don't like. I don't suggest for you to salvage the cells in the beginning. If you don't want to, you don't have to do this. This is what I'm doing. If you trust me, you can do the cells I'm salvaging too. But I'm doing it because I want to buy the cells from him using my Aether Dust from my dusted cells, which I'll eventually get enough, probably in the next Let's Play I'm doing. But for right now, I'm just salvaging cells to try and buy that Overpower +2, because it's a very good cell. But now it's time to fight Boreas, which to fight him, do the same thing you do with Embermane. And we're going to go ahead and fight this dude. But before that, I forgot a quest. Wait, I forgot a quest from this person, which is pretty necessary. I didn't have to do it on the first try. I could wait to do it on the next behemoth, but the quest is to craft a Blitz Tonic and then use the Blitz Tonic in a hunt. And now we're on a hunt to kill Lesser Boreas for our quest, or for part of our quest. And for this fight, go for the legs, and then once you break a leg, go for the head or the tail. The reason I say this is because you want to try and stagger it or stun lock it, because it will hopefully kill it if you do it properly, if you can pull it off. And that will get you out of a longer fight than you have to endure. But doing this is pretty hard. Like, doing all the steps required to kill it to break all the parts is pretty hard to do properly. And honestly, I don't even do it. I tried breaking the leg right here. I think I need one more hit before it goes immune. Boreas has an immune phase, and it's unique. I think that it isn't as good as it can be, but when you first play it, it's fine. You'll probably like the fight. But anyway, to break the immune phase, kill these little minion monster things, and you get little ice stacks that help you break Boreas armor. Honestly, you just wait for the minions to spawn, kill the minions, and then do damage to its immune armor or ice armor. And once you break it, like I just did, go for the part you were about to break, like the leg that needed one hit to break, and you just keep going ham. Just kill it as quick as possible. So this is a recording, right? Like, I'm talking over a recording, and I'm actually upset it only needed one hit to break it. I could have probably skipped this whole phase, but we killed it, whatever. We got extra loot. We're gonna go back to Ramsgate after this and wallow in our own self-pity. So we're back in Ramsgate, and there's actually no quest to turn in, so instead of chilling here, I'm gonna go ahead and kill Drask, which is for my quest. So go on the hunt. I'm skipping a ton of load screens, by the way. I'm editing them out because it makes the video flow better. Anyway, pick up these mushrooms for a potion later on. Well, for a lot of potions actually. But the potion I want you all to make these for, or to have these for, is going to be Frenzy Tonic, which gives you 15% damage versus behemoths in general, and it gives you an extra 15% damage versus enraged behemoths. So those potions are very good in a lot of fights. Pretty much every fight except for 2, but they're still good to have. So we're going to find Drask, which you could be using your lantern, which I'm not. Use your hold to cast to find it. Sends out these little particles like that. I just never use it. But just go ham, break as many parts as possible. And I'm doing a combo which is left click, and then right click. This combo is apparently the best one in the game for the sword, but it takes a lot of time to cast it. So I'm getting hit here because I'm practicing it for the first time. Well, I got hit there because I'm just bad, but I'm just practicing it. Anyway, a big thing here is to focus parts. Again, you want to break as many parts as you can because you want to be able to make gear after you kill this boss. And the nice thing is when you're making gear, you only really need like a couple parts to make the gear, and then past that you need to actually get orbs, which we'll see here in a little bit. But just for right now, go ham, break the parts, go Bruce Lee with the sword, get those part breaks. That hits me. I'm a little upset watching this back, seeing that hit me. Not cool. But just keep, I think the leg, I tried so hard to break that leg. It's ridiculous. But my accuracy with the sword, it's not spot on. So hitting that leg is a losing effort. Yeah, I kill it instead. Rough. Now, just so you guys know, if you don't get this kind of kill time, don't worry about it. The main thing is to try and break parts and to not die. Past that, nothing else really matters. You'll get better with time. So we're back in Ramsgate again, and for the last time in this video, and we're turning our quest that was using Blitz Tonics, which completes another quest, which is a very important part of the quest line in general. We turn in this quest, and then after doing so, we unlock a lot of mastery cards for other behemoths, and we also unlock the ability to talk to Admiral Zax, I believe is his name, which is pretty much what this whole video was kind of about. It was showing you guys the beginning of the game, and also showing you how to unlock repeaters, which is done by talking to this gamer right here. So we talk to him. It's the Ironclad Admiral. Accept the quest, which is, the quest is asking you to just talk to him, which after you're doing that, you just accept it and you have the repeaters. But I'm going to go ahead and accept these other quests too. And then after that, boom, we have repeaters unlocked. And now it's the time for me to tell y'all that repeaters aren't the most enjoyable in the beginning, in my opinion. If you want to play them, go absolutely ham. That truck, if you heard it, is annoying. But I'm going to stick with the sword because in this case, it's just better for me to play the sword in the beginning And later on, once you get cells and attack speed, the repeaters become amazing to play and really fun on certain fights. But hey, it's preference, you play what you want. But that is pretty much the end of the video, guys. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want to subscribe to the channel for more Dauntless content, because I will be making another part to this video series kind of thing. I'll have another version of the Let's Play showing you what to do after you unlock the repeaters and how to further progress in the Shattered Isles. But y'all, thanks again for watching, and if you want to, check out my Twitch. Use my code in the creator store. It's OhDough in the Epic Games creator store. Helps me out. But most importantly, y'all, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.